Hello, my informative speech today is going to be on how to make muffins, specifically gluten-free, dairy-free muffins, because I feel like as the season's coming up, everyone deserves a chance to, feel the muffin and pumpkin and like all of that fun fall stuff, even if they have dietary restrictions. So these are actually, this is a recipe that I've made for my mom countless of times. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, and technically sugar-free because I'm using coconut sugar. But yeah, okay, so I have my dry ingredients out here. This is my coconut sugar, my baking soda, flour, and then all of my spices. And then here is my egg, oil, milk, vanilla. I'm gonna add a little bit extra vanilla because I love vanilla. And so then we have our pumpkin. This is half of a can. So what we're gonna do first is put our dry ingredients in a bowl. And we're going to whisk that all together just to get everything incorporated, especially just all of the spices and the chemical leavening agent. It just helps to create no more dark spots in the actual muffins. And then in this bowl that the dry ingredients were in, we're going to take the pumpkin, put that in there, and then we're going to mix together a little bit of our egg, milk, oil mixture. Just put a little, that's okay. Just to get it a little bit smoother so that when we incorporate it into our flour, it doesn't like create really big clumps, because that can happen with pumpkin. All right. Okay. And then we are going to put this in with our pumpkin, or with our dry ingredients. And we're going to start to sift this together. All right, and then we're going to add the rest of our wet ingredients in here. And sometimes with a recipe, you just have to eyeball certain things. And I think on this one, I'm gonna add a little bit more milk, just because certain times when you get a recipe off the internet, or if it's, something that you've worked with and changed over time, ingredients, densities, they change. And so the recipe's also gonna change with it. So it's always better to have a little bit more liquid in breads and stuff like that. So I'm using almond milk. You can use oat milk, you can use anything. I'm just gonna eyeball that. You could use any kind of dairy-free milk, but I prefer almond just because it's also technically considered keto. It has very few carbs in it, so more people could eat it. Alrighty. And then this is the mixture that we are left with. It's soft but also still dense, like this. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a muffin pan. Like this. And some liners. We're going to line the pan. I don't know how many this is gonna make, so I'm only gonna do 9. And then we're gonna take a little scoop. We're gonna scoop our muffins out into the pan. We don't want to overfill it, but because of the fact that these are gluten-free, they don't have a natural gluten in them that's going to make them spring back. So we're gonna fill them pretty high because they will pretty much stay at that height. They won't grow like normal muffins do. So we're just gonna take the rest of this, put it into there. Yeah, and then when you're totally done, your end result should be these. They are pretty. These ones bounced back a lot higher than they have in the past, but they still aren't the same way as other muffins are. They're gonna taste very similar, but still not the same as other muffins, but now more people can eat them. So yeah. That's my informative speech.